Hello, thoughts of the anointed, back yet again with another one. I don't know how y'all are doing, but I have more. The closer I get to what is for me, the more bad days I seem to have, and I don't want to say bad days in the sense of, oh, God just woke up one day. I just woke up one day and God was like, "Hey, you finna be Job today." No, I feel like in my spirit, because God didn't give me the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. We just gonna leave that there. But the devil likes to, is been heavy on distraction, like, cause full transparency, when I have bad days or I'm being under attack, I'm an overthinker. I'm a high functioning anxiety person. Uh, the only time I'm not high functioning is when I have panic attacks. That that I really have to sit down and literally do nothing. Like put my mind and everything and everybody on do not disturb. And then this set in my spirit. The changes that are coming about, they don't make sense to everybody else because it's not happening to them. It's happening to you. And the reason they can't make sense out of it is because I don't dabble in shortchanging myself. Because the change that I make dollars and cents to me. So therefore they don't make sense to you because, yeah, you ain't bought them dollars. But we're going to keep that. Yeah, we're going to keep that on hush. So to everybody else on the outside looking in, they don't see nothing wrong. But my spirit and my flesh are in constant battle to determine, like, my flesh wants to define it one way, but my spirit defines it as another. And they're both trying to find common ground to not catapult me into panic and anxiety again, and fear and worry. So I'm more focused on the wrong thing and not the right thing. This is just me venting, by the way. I don't even know if I'm going to post this or not, but then again, this may help somebody. I try to get up and be happy every day, but am I happy? No. Trying to find some peace and solace in the midst of chaos has been a daunting, tedious task for me, because keep it all the way G, a full transparency. I'm like, Lord, no disrespect, but I just, when I don't know how y'all talk to the Lord, but I'm like, Daddy, hey, how you doing? Hey, Father. Why I don't want to be one of those rich people that have no peace. I don't want to be poor and have no peace either. That's just a double negative. Like, come on, help me get some form or some sort of peace. Like, I want to know what it feels like to not have to want for nothing. I want to know what it feels like to have more money than I know what to do with. I said, it still baffles me to this day, like, the people that are unaliving themselves, or, I ain't gonna say or, the majority of the famous, whether they be famous or they have money, those people that are just unaliving themselves, why are they doing that? Why would they have a care in the world? They can buy and sell and do whatever they want to do. They have the means to move how they desire. And then, I don't know about y'all, but when I do be on social media, this is why I love the Holy Spirit. When I ask a question or I have something on my mind that I'm worried about, I'll get, depending on what platform I go to, and oddly enough, no matter what platform I go to, I get the same answer. It's not, there's a whole lot of, in poor neighborhoods, there's more churches there than it is in the wealthier neighborhoods, and the poor people aren't necessarily unaliving themselves because they're poor. It's just because they still have a hope and a dream that wakes them up every day that they want to accomplish. And I'm like, I would be sick and tired of being sick and tired like I am right now. Like what else is there for me to do? If the Lord is coming back, and again, the things that I meditate on and ask the Lord and talk to the Lord about, if you are coming back soon, everything that you gave me or put in my spirit and I wrote and manifested and here it is. If you coming back soon, minus the fact that time, you don't operate in time like we do. I said, wouldn't it make sense for me to have your ATM card and your PIN number so I can go ahead and get this stuff out? Because, help me understand. And then, of course, I proceed to get the following. It's, in some cases, some people, the Lord knows your heart better than you do. And I said, you definitely know mine better than I know mine. Because every time I be like, oh, Lord, I want this. If you give me this, I'll do this. You can't bargain and reason with the Lord. And even so he will show you who you really are by giving you that which you asked for and say, now watch what you do with it. Now you can either do this, what you said you was going to do, or go over here and do something with a liability instead of an asset. There you go. And lo and behold, we think, okay, because we want the asset, we want the liability, we could split it in half. No, you be all in for one or all in for the other. There's no half-ass, there's no lukewarm, nothing. I said, okay, point taken. He was like, so your one of your heart posture's not right. And the character that I need you to have to do with this, what I've given it to you to do with, I need you to be waiting and anticipating and stay fervent in prayer. Because if you don't, if I just give it to you, you're not going to have the amount of faith that I need you to have to not necessarily that he needs to have, Lord, God needs to have a reference, but you don't know who else in your life is watching you and knows what you're going through and saying, hey, you waited and rested in the Lord and you finally got yours. And let me give the Lord a try. You know what I'm saying? Let me give the Lord the same amount of time I gave the devil. You know what I'm saying? The enemy. It's only fair. And then I'm like, Lord, you said I'm a wife. I speak that and I love that. I already know who my husband is. And I'm just like, so help me understand why the bona fide certified hoes, slut buckets, God, and please forgive me for my terminology, but this is the way I only know how to articulate this. Those that constantly do wrong, know they're doing wrong, and they just taking, now serving 54, or now serving 216. Those, they end up getting wifed. And I said, I'm at home minding my business, keeping my legs closed. I'm inside. I'm with you. And then I think I did another video about this, and I was just like, Lord, this don't make sense. Make it make sense. And then that's when I dove deep into marriage. Marriage is supposed to help you become more holy. And I'm like, so what you trying to say? I'm not understanding. So am I too holy to be in a relationship, or I'm not holy enough? Or matter of fact, am I not that much of a sinner? Because I feel like sinners, they be like, all right, let me cover you in a covenant of marriage, so therefore when I come back I can take you up, and your husband or your wife's favor can cover the both of you, and y'all are now operating as one and not as individuals. I mean, these are just some things that go through my mind that I talk to the Lord about. And I'm just like, so is he not ready for me? Am I not ready for him? I said, we ain't getting no younger, but I mean, I would like to have some Megan needs and drop it like it's hot for my husband. I mean, I would like for to get a morning salute every morning. I mean, what's the hold up? I said all good and perfect things come from you. So I mean, you said you won't go keep nothing from me. So I mean, because I'm your child. So please help me out. Help me understand as best as you can. Because I mean, I know your ways are not like mine, and so on and so forth. But help me understand why I can't have what you want me to have right now, and then some. I don't know if y'all have those conversations with the Lord or if He answers you, but these are the things that be on an anointed mind. And most of the time, the response that I get, because again, this is all out of worry, anxiety, fear, and be like, didn't you already pray about that? So why are you asking me about it again? Don't pick it back up. I got this. This is what I need you to do. Your concerns are mine. I'll perfect the things concerning you. Worry about this. Worry about this. I got this other stuff. So the hardest thing for most of us to do is to not pick back up what we prayed about. And I'm definitely guilty of that. Because I'm like, you told me to write it and make it plain and told me to bring these to you. And I set them there, but you ain't picked them up yet. Like, I'm confused. Help me. So, the moral of all of this, you got to stay in prayer and constant meditation. And even as I'm saying this, I'm irritated because I've been in prayer, I've done the following, I still have nothing to show for it. So it's hard to do what you've been called to do, anointed to do, and trying to be happy and trying to be so on fire, and you still just are nowhere. And I'm just like, not to be arrogant or to be too bold, I'm just like, damn, well, everything that I'm lacking now, my blessing, dang, it better be better than this, because this ain't it. This ain't hitting. And because the moral and integrity and respect I have, and honesty I have for myself, there's certain things that I won't allow myself to do, even though I've thought about getting the OnlyFans, but I'm just like, I don't want nobody looking at me. I don't want nobody. No. Make me a quick million and I'm done. Like, and I'm good. But there's just some things that I can't do. It ain't in me to do, even if it's for a short period of time and getting some money. Like I've learned that the quickest way you get money, you lose it even quicker if it's not done right. So therefore, I'm just like, all right, Lord, what do you want me to do? What is it that you desire and require of me that it's going to take time? And the last time I actually had this conversation with the Lord, the Holy Spirit, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, he was just like, because of how I am, because I like to cook, especially if I'm cooking for a big group of people. He was like, you know how you like to go shopping? You like to have this stuff planned out a month in advance? I said, yeah. You know how you, a week before the event or as far in advance as possible of the said festivities, you would go get the following. You would chop this up, you would marinate this, you would soak this and let it sit and rest for a week. Depending on what I'm cooking, I will brine it, season it, and let it season all the way down to the bone for about a week. Not 2 or 3 days. I need a week. I was like, yeah, what do you mean? He was like, and then the day of the feast, what happens? I said, everybody eat. What do you mean? He's like, do you have leftovers? I said, no. Can't nobody carry a plate home? Nobody complains about the food. They eat and drink to their fill to the point where you have nothing left, and cleanup is easy because everything, you know me, everything in a 4-pan, and everybody ate on a paper plate. He said, thank you, Holy Spirit. That's what I'm doing. And all of this I forgot the verse, Lord help me. And all of this, get perseverance, and let perseverance complete its work in you so you will lack nothing. They left nothing on the plate because it lacked nothing. I said, come on now. It lacked nothing. Yeah, your food lacked nothing. So they didn't leave anything. They took it all. So the gift and everything that I'm about to, the blessings that you asked me for, they will not lack nothing. So in order for that to happen, you got to let perseverance do what it needs to do in you. So therefore, when it gets here, you won't lack anything. I said, okay. But anyway, y'all, I don't want this to turn into a rant, even though I think it already has. But thank you for listening. And thank y'all, all of you all who have subscribed to my channel and follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and all of my Instagrams. I appreciate y'all so very much. Y'all stay gifted and heavily lifted.